Nachi free.
January 20th, 2017 will be remembered as the day the people became the rulers of this nation again. But for too many of our citizens, a different reality exists. Mothers and children trapped in poverty in our inner cities, rusted out factories scattered like tombstones across the landscape of our nation, an education system flush with cash, but which leaves our young and beautiful students deprived of all knowledge. And the crime, and the gangs, and the drugs that have stolen too many lives and robbed our country of so much unrealized potential. This American carnage stops right here and stops right now.
Now, más de querinchagua.
You're right, Scully. I didn't vote for him either, but I can get behind that. Yet look at how the Huffington Post reported about his inauguration speech. Grave new world. Oh, you fucking bunch of pussies. I know. It doesn't help to insult, and I don't want to add to the divide either. But this needs to be called out. And that's why Donald Trump won the presidency as far as the Electoral College was concerned. Because he did call out these problems of inexcusable criminal behavior, illegal immigration, the Unaffordable Care Act, and Islamic terrorism that blacks as well as whites, Hispanics as well as many Muslims wanted to see get solved and not get played down through false moral relativism and baseless accusations of racism, sexism, or fascism, or any other bullshit isms that Hillary and her cult of sycophants kept throwing at people. And all of these fucking useless protesters, again, I don't want to divide, but this needs to be pointed out. This does not help solve inequality. This gets us nowhere close to healthcare and a better education for all. It just creates chaos and violence that gets people needlessly shot, like one protester did over in Seattle. You're solving nothing by blocking traffic and restricting other people's rights, not to mention smashing windows and attacking police officers. You're just creating more divide and even hatred among people. And I get it, Trump is a little worrisome. He's an insufferably arrogant, narcissistic egomaniac who got his ultimate wish. He's the president of the United States. And now we have no choice but to pay attention to him. Gone are the days where you could simply ignore him and his reality show The Apprentice. Ugh. And I too am a little concerned about his shallow, vindictive schoolyard taunts on Twitter. And I agree. Keep investigating him to see exactly what his ties are with Russia, because his bromance with Vladimir Putin is quite troubling. Yes, we need to hold Trump's feet to the fire, and I totally understand why people are concerned with what he's going to do. Already somebody had pointed out to me that there were pages missing on the White House's website relating to LGBT and climate change issues. And look, that's where I'll give the Huffington Post some credit. They got onto it as well. And their little sub-headline read, "It's too early to freak out." It's an informative article which I've linked down below, because as much as I can't stand the Huffington Post for their obscurantism and divisiveness that it promotes, and with such a smug sense of superiority too. At the very least, they have their work cut out for them as Trump's watchdogs, though they're more like yelping pampered poodles. Woof, woof, fucking cunts. You're right, Scully. Let me not keep insulting these pompous asses, but it's fun to sometimes. Look, the bottom line of this video is, stop freaking out over Trump.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States. President Obama.
We're going to be fine as a country, especially if we don't allow ourselves to be divided with all this left versus right, liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican horseshit. It's up to we, the people, to collectively grow a spine, open our eyes, and keep it together. And here's the part of Trump's inauguration speech where I would hope most of us could agree with the Don.
Today's ceremony, however, has very special meaning, because today we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
Thanks for watching.
Homegrown.